What is going on, everybody? Thank you all so much for tuning into this live stream segment of MCSC Network. And of course, as always, I'm your humble host, Niko House. So, this video I was actually not going to do originally. Even though I was getting the news last night and it was trickling down into my ears because of the drama that could potentially arise from it, I was like, I'll let Tulsi handle this and I'm going to stay out of it. Now, unfortunately, I cannot do so. And the reason why is because people were trying to impugn the character of both Tulsi Gabbard and her brother, essentially calling them liars. And I'm not going to let that shit happen because I know, obviously, both of them. And I'm friends with Jai as well. And Jai doesn't lie. He doesn't have a reason to lie. He also knows what lying could potentially do to his sister's campaign and reputation and brand. He wouldn't lie. So we're going to cover it. So there was an allegation that was made by Jai. And he posted it in a public Facebook thread, and he posted it again in another public Facebook thread. So I'm like, oh, I guess it's public, so I guess we're gonna deal with it. And whew, it's a hell of an allegation. We're gonna take a look at it. This is what he said. This is Jai Gabbard. Awesome guy. Sends the MCSC Network some great coffee, by the way. Shout out to that coffee, Jai. It was scrumptious. I'm not going to lie. I had some whenever I was chilling with the Convo Couch fan. He said, "Thank you for your kind words, sir. Bernie has treated my sister like shit all the way through this. She has tried to endorse him again, and he has refused her support. Whoever he's getting his advice from has done a terrible job. You go ahead and keep talking about her however you want, but know this, she is going to continue being independent and keep fighting for us. Bernie isn't the man me and Tulsi once supported 100%. I don't know what happened to him. He refused to take the fight to the establishment like Tulsi continues to do. Aloha to you and yours." Whoa. That is Jai Gabbard, Tulsi's older brother. Like I said, I made it very clear that, they're hurt. They're hurt because of the sacrifices that Tulsi has made. They're hurt because the family fought, their family, Tulsi's family fought for Bernie as hard as anybody for obvious reasons in 2016. And even after and beyond, Tulsi still fought for Bernie this entire election. And so he's, you can clearly sense the pain in those words, and he's not happy, but that's the reality. He did not only say that comment once there, but he also said it in another comment thread as well. Now, how true is this? Well, I thought it was only Jai who had said this, but later it was then confirmed by another member of the campaign that this was true. If this is the case, what the hell is Bernie Sanders doing? What the hell is Bernie Sanders? And now here's the thing though. We don't really know necessarily if Bernie refused the endorsement. They could have had her communications director, this is just speculation, they could have had her communications director doing their job, reaching out, or the campaign manager doing their job, reaching out to their co-chairs and trying to do it that way. We don't know if Tulsi reached out directly. We don't know. Can't possibly know. I could, but I'm not going to go that far. I'm not going to take it there because, once again, that's just drama for Tulsi that she doesn't need at the moment. However, either way, if Bernie Sanders really was offered an endorsement from Tulsi and his supporters have been smearing her nonstop for the last 3, 4, 5, actually for the last year and a half, but really more specifically over the last 3 months. If he really refused it, he doesn't deserve that support. And I got some bad news for people, by the way. I don't know if y'all know this. This actually isn't out of the norm for Bernie. I don't know if y'all know this. One of our awesome supporters pointed me in the direction of an article that I did not know existed. I gave Bernie a little bit too, and I did a lot of research on Bernie back in the day, but I guess I gave him too much of the benefit of the doubt. Because did you know in 2016, he politely but firmly refused the endorsement of Jesse Ventura, who, although is a very outspoken member of the Green Party, he's probably the most popular governor in the history of Minnesota, in a state that he obviously needed to win, and at that point did win. But if he would have accepted an endorsement of Jesse Ventura, probably would have done more for him than denying the endorsement, because denying the endorsement says a lot about you. It says that you don't want the establishment to see you as too anti-establishment. We'll see. Let's check out some of these super chats. Tulsi doesn't take any PAC money, advocates for election integrity, wants emergency UBI and regular UBI, many other common sense things. If she isn't progressive, then maybe we need to find a new word. Amen. Amen. Hallelujah. Say it one more time for the one time. Donald Smith, thank you very much for the super chat. Tulsi doesn't owe Bernie anything. A little off topic, but due to this being a health crisis, I would like to hear more from Tulsi, being that she's in the medical unit in the National Guard. You should go check out her Fox News interview. She's been doing a fantastic job. I firmly believe that she was the reason that Trump reached out to the HUD and told them to forbid. Tulsi went on Fox News, demanded that happen, and then like maybe a day and a half later, Trump put that announcement out. So Donald Smith, thank you very much for the super chat. Also, please support the House bill to protect health. Support that legislation to support healthcare workers in this time of crisis. They absolutely should be getting hazard pay. I see listen. If Pete Buttigieg ages and medical backgrounds should absolutely be getting hazard duty pay when they're basically working, triple overtime damn near. And they're not doing it for the money. You don't become a nurse for the money. So I 100% agree. So, wow. So if you just joined, I'm gonna pull that tweet back. I'm gonna pull that this comment back up. Already, once again, thank you for your kind words. By the way, that was probably sarcastic. He was responding to somebody that was being all emotional about Tulsi. Bernie has treated my sister like shit all the way. She has tried to endorse him. She, as in Jai's sister, as in Tulsi Gabbard, tried to endorse Bernie Sanders again, and he has refused her endorsement as per Jai, her brother, and somebody else in the campaign. Whoever he's getting his advice from has done a terrible job. I think we can all agree about that. You go ahead and keep talking about her however you want, but know this: she is going to continue being an independent and keep fighting for us. Bernie isn't the man me and Tulsi supported 100%. I don't know what happened to him. He refused to take the fight to the establishment like Tulsi continues to do. Aloha to you and yours. That is Jai Gabbard. Allison, no, Jai did not delete the tweet. Somebody else who was salty at Jai's response because it makes that person look like a dickhead. That's who deleted the tweet. They were deleting any tweets that were supportive of Tulsi. Because everybody knows everybody's kryptonite when it comes to Tulsi is facts. Everybody, if you hate Tulsi, facts are your kryptonite. I know. Andrew Edward, thank you very much for the super chat. All she did was support Bernie, good friend who can beat Trump. Why the BS outrage? I think it's a lot of anxiety. People are in denial. People are kind of aware that Bernie is done. It's just his last go around, and their frustration that they want to take they want to go all out on Bernie, but they can't. So they're going to take it out on whoever they can. They're going to take it out on whoever they can. They're going to take it out on Tulsi. Tulsi's the easiest target. She's the low hanging fruit. But what is this? Once again, if it was only, if Jai Jai has literally never lied to me. There was one point where there was an issue going on that I was having with other people, like within the campaign, and Jai overshot all of them and went directly to Tulsi about it without me even asking him. And I didn't even tell him about the issue because I don't like starting drama. That's like, you know, you just change the command that you go through. And when I talk to Tulsi about some things, that's different. If it's about campaign operations, I try to follow the chain of command. Jai is so dedicated to the movement and was so dedicated to making sure that Tulsi wins because he cares about Tulsi and what she's fighting for most of all. He skipped over everybody, went straight to Tulsi about the issue. This is the kind of man that Jai is. He doesn't lie. He doesn't have to lie. And he is very, very, very conscious about his sister's brand and what his words could potentially mean. He is very cognizant of this. He would not lie. He has no reason to. And the other person who confirmed it, damn sure never lies. She's anal about not putting out any information until she confirms it from a primary source. And she did. She's very anal about that. We get in arguments about it. We have. I love her though. Her and her sister are dope. But this is the reality. So now, are we going to pretend like this didn't happen? Is that what we're going to do? I'm curious. Because here's the deal. Here, y'all should know where I stand. Some idiots are going to pretend like they don't know where I stand. But I made it very clear yesterday and today. I don't support the idea of supporting Joe Biden. I don't. But she did what she did because of her contract. And I understand that if she wants to run for president ever again, she has to abide by that contract. Got it. I also know that Bernie's about to drop out. Got it. I don't support the idea of supporting Joe Biden. I just do not. What the hell does that got to do with anything Bernie Sanders did? That's what everybody say. Well, why does that mean she has to support Joe Biden? That doesn't mean she has to support Joe Biden. The contract that she signed, you know, the same one that Bernie signed, that's why she had to support Joe Biden. Except for Bernie's going to endorse Joe Biden and then Bernie's going to go campaign for Joe Biden. It has nothing to do with that. It's nothing to do with that. But people keep deflecting. Oh, even if Bernie did do this, what does that have to do with her? No. You ain't going to just gloss over that shit, homie. Nah. No, hell no. You not gonna gloss over the fact that Tulsi's endorsement was good enough when she was part of the DNC, when she was a vice chairwoman of the DNC, when she was the party's chosen one, when she was willing to sacrifice her career, when she was speaking at Obama's 2012 convention. Her endorsement was good enough then. But the moment that her career took the hit that it did, only because of you, because of Bernie Sanders, because of her supporting you over Hillary Clinton, because of her career taking that hit, now her endorsement isn't good enough. Really? Really? So we're cool. So y'all gonna keep talking about Tulsi supporting Biden. By the way, in case you're curious, she did not ask her supporters to support Biden. She did not say I'm going to go campaign for Biden. She did not say everybody get behind him and everybody do. She's like, I'm going to support him. Whatever. I hope he does love and aloha. Cool. Whatever. I'm going to work on this coronavirus though, which was the majority of her video. That's what she's focused on. You want to see the legislation? Because she always has something. But what does it say about Bernie that now we have seen a consistent pattern? Once again, he did this with Tulsi, and then apparently, which once again I didn't know, I just found this out, and you can look it up. He refused Jesse Ventura's endorsement. So why are we pretending? Mitch Osborne, thank you very, very much for your super tough times. Done with BS around Bernie and Tulsi. Let's get back to policy, fam. I'm all about it, policy. You already know it. The only reason you could not like hearing about Tulsi is because you don't like policy. But if you don't like hearing about Tulsi, you better scurry away because... Just saying. I appreciate you, Mitch Osborne. And this is hitting everybody. This is hitting my family. But the coronavirus impacts, it's the pandemic is impacting all of us in very unique ways. But it... So yeah, man. It's just very unfortunate. If that's the case, man, that's just very, 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 very unfortunate. I don't know what if it's true or not, but I do know this. It looks more true than not. The pattern of behavior from Bernie up until this point makes it look more true than not true. And it's unfortunate. But I will tell you this. I can't say for 100% fact, because I didn't ask Tulsi, and I'm not going to ask Tulsi about it. She's focused on her congressional thing. She's done with the election. I'm not even going to ask her about it. But what I will say is this. I 100% believe in Jai. Jai doesn't lie. He has zero reason to. I 100% believe in the campaign worker, because she's never lied, and she also verifies her facts before she puts it out there. And she would never put anything out there that could be misconstrued as false. And so I'll leave it at that. Renston, I think that Bernie had 3 people hating Tulsi, Matt Dust, Secure, AOC. You forgot Rokana. You forgot David's. Oh, I don't think David's Rhoda hates her, but definitely did not support her. Linda Sarsour also. Anybody who is part of the new wave, all of them disliked Tulsi strongly. Because Tulsi is not about the bullshit. And so, you know how that goes. Did somebody ask me if I was blaming Bernie? If I'm blaming, yes, I am. If I'm blaming Bernie for not accepting the endorsement of somebody he thought was worthy of endorsement not even 3 years ago, yes, I am absolutely blaming Bernie for that. What does that have to do with any? I don't understand. Why are you surprised that I'm blaming Bernie for that? I don't get it. I'm confused. You know what's crazy? People were so like forgiving to her, because they're like, oh, Bernie had to endorse Hillary. He had to endorse Hillary because of the career, because he knew he would be dragged by the movement if he didn't do so. And we're like, yeah, Tulsi had to endorse Biden because of her career, and she would be dragged by the movement if she didn't. Well, no, it's not the same thing. It's not the same. See, you're forgetting Bernie is an old white man. Tulsi's a young woman with principles, and she's a woman of color. You can't apply these theories at the same time, bro. Come on, don't be unfair. That's not fair to Bernie. You got to hold Bernie to a lower standard for some inexplicable reason that nobody can actually understand. You know, he had to endorse Hillary for the sake of his career. He had to throw Julian Assange under the bus for the sake of his career. He had to throw Chelsea Manning under the bus for the sake of his career. He had to call Joe Biden my good friend for the sake of his career. He had to write a letter to the Center for American Progress defending Cory Booker and Elizabeth Warren for the sake of his career. He had to sign that letter to the United Nations opposing BDS or creating any subcommittee supporting BDS for the sake of his career. He had to say that Palestinians cannot have equal rights to Israelis because there would be no more Israel, in his view, for the sake of his career. It was for the sake of his career, everybody. He had to ignore the fact that Tulsi had the rule. DNC broke the rule to keep Tulsi off the debate stage for the sake of his career. He had to say there were only 2 candidates running, despite the fact that he knew full well that there were 3 for the sake of his career. He had to defend the DNC when Meghan McCain said, well, Tulsi literally quit her job at the DNC to defend you regarding the debates. Shouldn't you do the same? Not quit, obviously, campaigning, but just merely speak up and say that the rules are arbitrary. They should be more transparent. But he couldn't do that. So instead, what did he say? Well, can you blame the DNC? The DNC just has so many candidates that they specifically ran to undercut you. But he had to defend the DNC in their rigging of the debates for the sake of his career. He had to not discuss election integrity, the Securing America's Elections Act. He had to not discuss the Off Fossil Fuels Act, for the sake of his career, ladies and gentlemen. But if Tulsi honors her contract like Bernie did and supports Biden, not even endorse him, not even campaign, just supports him. Oh, well, that's utter betrayal. Even if she does do it for the sake of her career, because she's more concerned about fighting and having the ability to get the attention that she needs to push these legislations through, which is what she's all about. She can't do shit for the sake of her career, despite the fact that her legislation is arguably the best in all of the legislature. She can't do it for the sake of her career, even if it's for honorable reasons. Still don't support it. Don't support this. Don't support any type of Biden support. I'm not about that. Y'all know how I feel about that, man. Mr. Biden crime bill, super segregationist. You know how I feel about him. But just the utter hypocrisy that I've seen from some people for the sake of his career. It's the career. It's okay for career. It's okay. But if the 38-year-old does the same thing, who has a much longer career ahead of her, just this one time in the last 4 years, the one time that she said, you know what, let me think about my goddamn career, because I can't help anybody if I'm not in a position to do so. She honored her contract. She thought about her career for once in the context of helping the world. And now everybody wants to talk about she a traitor. Y'all some hypocrites, boy. Y'all funny. Y'all some funny people. I ain't gonna lie. Donald Smith, thank you very much for the super chat. I like Bernie. Why hasn't Bernie come out and told his supporters not attack Tulsi? He has done so for the people attacking him. Yeah, he actually, remember, he attacked, or he didn't attack, I don't want to say that. He criticized and reprimanded Zephyr Teachout for criticizing Joe Biden. But, you know, it's okay, Donald. That was for the sake of his career. He also distanced himself away from Nina Turner in another comment during an interview when she criticized Joe Biden. But that was different, Donald, because that was for the sake of his career. It's not the same thing. But if he doesn't support Tulsi, it's because she's at 2%. See, morality is based off of where you're polling at the time, Donald. Did you not know that? Come on, man. You got to get this Bernie bro lingo down. Come on. OD, thank you very much for the super chat. Everybody that has dropped out, Bernie had tweet ready to support them. Kamala, Pete, everybody. But Tulsi drops out and crickets. Well, OD, thank you very much for the super chat once again, by the way. But you know why there was crickets. You know why there was crickets. The same reason there was crickets for Marianne Williamson. For the sake of his career. Come on, bro. You can't be mad at Bernie for being a political opportunist. You can't be mad at that. Because it's different if Bernie does it. It's different. He went after them Yang supporters though, didn't he? Not even very difficult, not even very hard. But he went after those Yang supporters. And by the way, Tulsi supporters, you absolutely do not have to like Tulsi supporting Biden. And don't ever let anybody gaslight you because you still support Tulsi and her policies, which are better than everybody else's, right? Her policy stances are better than everybody else's in Congress, I mean. Don't ever let anybody gaslight you that because she supports Biden doing the exact same thing that Bernie's about to do, that she somehow is antithetical to everything she's fought for. Because here's the difference between Bernie and Tulsi. Every time Bernie did something for the sake of his career, Tulsi said, to hell with my career, I'm just going to do the right thing regardless. And that's a lot of tallies against everyone else in Congress. Everybody else. Nobody in Congress has took more hits to their career doing the right thing than Tulsi Gabbard, especially considering that there was only one person